going to replace the Empire wall furnace that I had condemned the other day. We've got a Williams wall furnace. I'm guessing that they're actually one and the same. I know the only labeling I found was Empire on the old system.
3.1 miles. Turn right on Southern Avenue.
That's what we got for today. This will be a first. There's always something to be in first when it comes to what I run into, it seems. But hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Follow me.
Under a witch's moon, shadows creeping round, cold chill coming down on me. Hard times are falling, snapping at my back door. I can't find me no peace. It's a long way home.
We made it safely. I think my unit is still up there. I didn't see anything fall off anyway. So let's get started. Yep, she survived. Oops. Go ahead and turn the gas off. I'm not sure that there is actually a shut off anywhere else, so we'll turn it off here at the tank for safety's sake.
Smokestacks burning today. More I think you know. Well, ain't nothing but dirty, dirty water down in the well today. Flies all alone, feels the chill in the wind. Oh, the season is gonna change. Blackbird gonna fly again. Alright. No smokestacks burning.
So let's look at the anatomy of this unit. This one has a pilot lighting door here. It's not visible when it's closed. Got a pilot, of course, pilot knob, and two burners with a gas inlet. And then your pressure tap for the outlet gas is actually back in here, and you can't get to it, at least not once it's installed. I mean, I guess you could drill a hole in the side here and get access to it there, but at this point that's hardly worth the trouble. We got heat exchanger, blower, relays and such, and an oval vent pipe. On this one, we've got a very similar application, but we've got a sight glass for the pilot. We still have a pilot and a thermocoupling, but a little bit easier to access for sure. We've got a sparker down here for lighting the pilot, gas valve with your pressure outlet and inlet on the front. Definitely makes it a little bit simpler. At least I think so. For thermostat connection only, do not connect house line circuit or drop cord to these wires. So our thermostat on this one is actually at the bottom, our thermostat wiring. That's interesting, because the thermostat I've got is at the top. Natural gas only. Up here at the top, we've got basically the same design as the other one. But now we've got a limit on the vent hood, and it looks like we've got electrical connections down there behind the blower. And we've got the same oval vent piping as the other one had. So we've got to do an LP conversion on this. Take these nuts off of those bolts. One over here. That fixture just swing up. Burner assembly. Looks like those are going to thread in, which means we have to take this bracket off and disconnect the thermocoupling. In the conversion kit, we've got two new orifices, a propane pilot adapter, and a tag for propane gas use. And then on the back we've got a sticker for documenting the conversion. We've also got a new screw, an O-ring, and a new cap for the gas valve, some more stickers, and some paperwork there. Get the pilot assembly disconnected and out of the way. Take this mounting bracket off of the end of the burners. And then these two fixtures spin off of the threads. That exposes your orifices. Let's see if I've got a nut driver that'll fit that. Not that one. Maybe that one. Yep. Alright. Set that off to the side. don't want to confuse them. Those are number 36 orifices. These are number 51. That. Now we can move on to the pilot orifice. Maybe. It's not terribly comfortable. Go. This one is labeled with BBR12. And this one is labeled BBR9 with a red mark on it. So we'll get that slid in. Get the pilot tube tightened back up again. Don't want to go too tight, but we want to make sure we're snug. So we got that in there. Got the orifices in there. Got to get the springs, or the spring. Take the silver cap off. Got to get the screw out. I'm going to back out the cap that covers that. We got that out of there. Get small screwdriver into the spring. I want to be very careful because there is a diaphragm below there, and you also, the screwdriver's not working, just turn it over, and you also don't want to damage the threads of the spring channel. So, get our natural gas spring out of there and put in our propane spring. Once again, very careful. Drop your propane spring in there. Get our new set plunger down in there. And Hunter just showed up. How nice of him to finally show up. And that screwdriver's a little big. The other one's a little small. Alright, so we got the set screw buried for now. Go ahead and get our burners back on. Thread those on. We need our pilot to end up right about here, and it won't go another turn, so we'll back it off, put that there. Get our other burner, bring that one in, and that one won't go any farther, so we'll back that off there. We'll get our mounting bracket back on. think that should do it. If we need to, we can make adjustments when we go to put it back in. I think I just used the wrong screws. That's what you get when you don't read the directions, I guess. And then the short screws hold the pilot, because the pilot tube is real close to that mounting bracket, and the long screws wouldn't fit. And I must be cross-eyed. Okay, so that's that. Warning labels in different languages. This is natural gas only tab. Replace that with the propane use tag. We're basically finished. All we have to do now is set the gas pressure. So we're going to keep this stuff out for now until we do our fire up, because I'd hate to try and get them out and then back in again in a tight spot. Yeah. Yep, looks like my set screw's in the wrong place. What in the world? There we go. I'm retarded. We got it.
How'd you feel yesterday when you found the keys?
About stupid.
What was that service call last night?
I ran two. One was a unit blowing cold air. Of course, it's running fine when I get there. That was a gas pack. That one was dropping out randomly, and I'm suspecting that the pressure switch contacts aren't in good shape, because I had only had like 15 volts going to, right, I had 15 volts going to the gas valve when the system first fired up, and then after it ran for a minute, the voltage jumped up to the 26 that you usually see, and everything was fine. But I couldn't get to, after I noticed and started looking at that, I couldn't get it to do it again while I was checking inducer pressure and voltage, so I could see if my assumption was correct. And as soon as I closed it up, it dropped out again. I put the door on. I'd taken my meters off. I took my pressure manometer off, put the door on the system. It dropped out, and I said, wouldn't you do that? As soon as I close you drop out. So I opened it back up, put my meters back on, and it would not do it again. So I kicked it. That didn't make it do it either, so I figured, screw it, I ain't trying anymore. We'll try to catch it when it actually breaks for good.
Is there an inducer on these?
No, this is a natural draft. I will admit that this piece of artwork did not happen on the first try, but I'm very proud of the fact that my Hillmore bender made this production possible. Ain't it pretty? We've got a standing pressure of about 13 inches of water. Gonna go ahead and fire up the pilot and see what it does there, and then we'll check pressure after the manifold once we start firing the system. Alright, we got gas on, and inlet pressure maintains 11.78 when the system is fired. We're going to switch over to the outlet and see what our pressure is. 2.5 inches, huh? I think we need to... No? We're climbing a little. I'm gonna push our pressure up a little bit more. Alright, we got a little over 10 inches. We'll do a combustion analysis and see how that works for us. We're all finished. Got her in, got her done. Looking at the stack temperature, and I don't know, I need more information to completely understand what that type of system is expected to produce as far as delta T and stack temperature. The only thing is, I highly doubt that even the manufacturer pays that much attention to combustion analysis to be able to tell me beyond what your rule of thumb is for natural draft systems. But I don't care for that system design. The way the heat exchanger is, it just seems, I don't know. Seems like they could stand to have more surface area, I guess is kind of what I was thinking. That a clamshell with multiple cells would just do better. Actually had the it's got a 2-stage or 2-speed blower that is upstaged by temperature on the heat exchanger, or temperature in the cabinet around the heat exchanger. It's how your blower comes on, and it upstages from low fan speed to high fan speed based on that temperature in the heat exchanger. There's a snap disc that is set to 120 degrees, or that is the setting on it, and then that's when the blower comes on. Then there's another snap disc at 165 degrees that changes the fan speed from low to high. And then there's a third snap disc at 190 that is your limit. It'll cut out the gas valve if the temperature goes too high. At least that's the way I understood the schematic. If anybody's got more details on that type of system, I would be very grateful to hear that information in the comments below. But I think it's okay for now. If I get some information from y'all that tells me that something needs to be adjusted or changed, I'll definitely do what I can to get back there. Let the office know that I got to go back and make some adjustment or take some reading. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. We'll see you on the next video.